Hello and welcome to this episode of Hampton Roads Business Live. My name is Rory Graham and I'm your host, and today we have with us Jamie Albano from Albano Cleaners, and I was going to say Virginia Beach, but you're all over
Hampton Roads, that's right.
Yeah, I grew up seeing your stores all over the place.
Yay, love that.
Yeah, it's like a Hampton Roads fixture.
We love that even more. We want to be.
Yeah, really. Give us, for those who don't know, I can't imagine who doesn't know who you are really, but for those who don't know, how about telling us, give us a little overview of Albano?
All right, well that's easy enough to do because it's basically my life history.
Oh, all right, cool.
Although I was not born in 1935. My grandfather started the company in 1935. He was a Georgetown graduate, and his father and mother were a seamstress tailor. And they said, come home, we need you to help us with this new branch of the business. So after he graduated, home he came, back when traditions were different. You didn't get to really grow up and do what you wanted. And so he came home and started the Cleaners. He ran it for a number of years. He tried to enlist in the military. They wouldn't let him during the war. They said that Cleaners was essential for Hampton Roads and cleaning the fatigues and turning the ships around quickly. So after a number of years,
that worked out, huh?
It worked out, yeah. So then my father ran it, and I bought it from my father in '07. Grew up in the business, and I love it. It's great, and we have a huge core of people who have been there when I was a baby, and we just work as a great team together, trying to make a difference in people's lives and how they look and how clean their clothes really are.
Right. Okay. And obviously doing a good job of that. How many stores do you have?
We have about 23 stores right now. We don't get hung up on the number of stores. We really have been focused in the last 5 years on where the store is, because markets change, and so we want to be convenient, and so we want to be really close to where the neighborhood is that has the most dry cleaning. So we've shifted a little bit.
So what makes you different? There's a lot of dry cleaners, I guess. I don't tend to notice too many, but there are others, I'm sure.
We have competitors, no doubt.
What makes you different?
Our processing and our people. I mean, first off, we have a team of people that just truly care. I mean, they're about, if I go in one of the stores, they'll say, oh, it's my store. And I want them to think of it as their store, because then they take ownership.
Well, your people make a big difference in any business.
Yeah, it's about service. Like, they have to care. If you don't care, you can't work for us. Like, we don't want you in our business if you don't care. And you got to care about that customer. They've got to be somebody who's really important to you. And then the other thing is our processing. We've spent a lot of years perfecting the process of dry cleaning. And I'll give you an example. And we're the only one in this market that uses it, and it still baffles me as to why. So back in 2008, an antimicrobial, which had been, it's called Vanguard, it's been on the market for a long time in the NFL laundries and the hospital laundries. So they sized it down into volumes that dry cleaners could access. So to me, it was a no-brainer. It's a rinse you put in, the last thing you do, and everything I launder, all the shirts, khakis, lab coats, anything that I laundered, comforters, I put it on, and it kills MRSA and staph. And it'll stay on your garment for a period of time. I can't tell you how long, because that varies with how long you're exposed to the humidity, how much you're moving. Are you sitting at a desk all day? Are you moving around? So it breaks down with humidity and wear. But it pretty much is definitely for one wear, for sure, for a day. Or is the bedspread on your bed, or is it in the guest room? And so we thought, how can you not do this? I mean, it's a moral and value thing for us. We would, of course, bring it in. But still today, we're the only dry cleaner in this market that uses it.
Really?
Yeah, which baffles me. I just don't get that. And then our dry cleaning is different, too. So if you're my regular dry cleaning customer, like, dry cleaning is a degreaser. It doesn't remove water-based stains. So I have additives that I add in to make a difference, so that remove the water-based stains. I also add in a sizing. Because sizing, when you buy something brand new, it feels so good, and after a couple wearings, it starts to not have that same feel. Sizing is a surface spray, and it breaks down and you lose it. But if I'm cleaning your clothes regularly, you're going to get a new dose of it every time I clean that piece for you, along with an anti-stain blocker. So that helps me remove your stains, but it helps you.
See, I bet most people watching this are just like me. they thought a dry cleaner is a dry cleaner is a dry cleaner. I mean,
Not even.
Nobody
Yeah.
knows what martinizing is, and no one knows why it takes an hour. You know,
Yeah.
but you have stuff dry clean, but didn't realize that there were differences. I really didn't.
Yeah,
you know?
huge differences, absolutely. Even to the finishing part. So some people believe in a steam cabinet, like you could have a steamer at home, you can buy from any local store and steam your clothes. But clothes retain that moisture, so if you don't take it back out, it's going to lose its shape. And so especially in a knit, anything that's woven, it'll really, on the seams, it'll start to sag and really lose its shape because of the weight. So we still do a number of things in pressing, but we always make sure we remove that moisture back out and block it back into the right shape. And it has to be dry, or, I mean, your life of your garment gets shortened tremendously. Makes a difference.
You're awful passionate about it.
I am. I just love it.
Apparently. Okay.
If not, I should be in another business.
That's right. It's good to do what you love. All right. All right. Well, my next question was, is it different from one to the other? And you just went through that.
Yeah.
So, so are these chemicals that you're talking about, are these environmentally friendly?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a big deal nowadays, you know.
You know, I laugh because for us, it's always been a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always been so conscious of it. I can remember being 15 when I first started working in the cleaners, and they were like, oh, no, we do like this, we do like this. Like, I mean, you're in business to make money and put money back into your company, and if you're not watching every single thing that you do, then you're going to lose money, and that's not smart business. And my grandfather used this example, and I still use it today because it makes such good sense. So the dry cleaning solvent is very expensive, very expensive. We think gas is expensive. Add some zeros to that per gallon, right, for dry cleaning solvent. So we watch our gas mileage. We do things different based on our gas mileage. A good dry cleaner does the same thing. You watch every single thing. And times have changed. Now we have new environmentally friendly solvents and chemicals, and we are all into those. We recycle everything we can. In fact, if you have hangers, bring them to me. We recycle them. If they're not perfect condition, I won't reuse them. Then I donate them to the schools and the churches and the local, you know, like CHKD has their thrift store. We'll donate them to those places so they get reused. So we're big into recycling.
All right. And so now everybody loves a deal. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have specials or coupons?
Oh,
or?
gosh. Okay, so this comes out of my own frustration of being a mom with 2 kids and standing in stores and not having that coupon that I needed that day, or it was back in the car in the parking lot, and they're like,
I've been there.
You have to go get that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I have like 30 seconds. So
I went to Bed Bath and Beyond, and we got up to the thing, and the lady said, "Do you have the 20% off?" I said, "No," and it's a sore subject right now.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. Well, here's what I started back in '07. So we have some promotions, really marketing, that we believe makes it simple. So first, the best one, and I tell everybody, do this, it is going to save you so much money. It's 25% off on regular dry cleaning and regular laundry shirts. And you get every deal. So if I run an additional promotion, the store will make sure you get that. So you don't have to clip a coupon, you don't have to remember, you don't have to come on a certain day. What you do have to do is you have to put your credit card on file with us. So that way it becomes automatic. It is super fast in and out. You will always get the best deal I have, and if we miss it, we'll make it right for you. Like, it is super easy, and you get a couple nice VIP red bags to bring your stuff in and out of. I mean, it is just the best deal. Now, not everybody wants to do a credit card on file. I respect that. So for those people, we do 20% off if they prepay.
All right.
So super easy. The other way is you can go to my website, and we have a savings tab. Click on that, and you can print out some savings for you.
Okay. Well, you had me with the first part about the differences that you do that others don't. I was just going to say, I'm telling my wife we're changing dry cleaners.
Good,
because we were
good
just
choice.
doing one because it was closer,
Yeah.
but it would be worth the little distance. But the payment thing, that's cool too.
Yeah.
All right. So this question here: is there a way for customers to get cleaning tips?
Cleaning tips, yes.
Yeah.
I do a blog. And I started this one because my kids are like, Mom, you should blog, right? Everybody should blog. That's what you're supposed to do. But really, because I was so frustrated and I felt so bad for my customers, I've been having my clothes dry cleaned all my life, of course, right? I grew up in the industry, and I don't have problems with my clothes falling apart. And I kept thinking, why is that? And it's because I have knowledge in it. I've been in it all my life. I've been to dry cleaning school, so I understand the makeup and the problems that can go wrong. And so I started blogging about it, and I'll give you one of the tips. So here's one that's big for ladies. Any trim that is sewn in will never hold up. It's just not going to. The vinyl trims they make in dresses, the wood trims, the sequins, the beads, they all will break down over time. And so I tell people, like, when you know that, and it doesn't matter how you clean it. Like, I'd like to say I can make it last forever, but you just can't. They're materials that are not designed to be lasting forever. Right. And the way our labeling law is, it says that a garment has to have a way to clean it, never the best way, a way to clean it. But what's happening is that trims are being put on after the label's been sewn in. Oh. Right, so there's a tip I tell people, like, so when you shop, know that that beautiful top with all the fun trim isn't going to last. So only spend so much on it. Be more measured about how you shop. And so knowing things like that helps make a difference in shopping for men and women. Like all men's suits, they have glue in them, and it's going to bubble and break down over time no matter what you do. Like, and you can't stop it. Like, when you know those things, it helps you to shop more wisely. Right. So I blog about them. Comforters, that's another big one. If it has big, huge blocks, and that down will shift, and it's going to become matted, and you can't undo it. So look for smaller blocks to be sewn. So I talk about all these things in my blog because it'll make a difference.
And they can get that through your website.
Yep, go to my website. It says follow the blog. Click right there, and all the information's there for you.
All right. Well, you've converted me.
Well, I'm glad. Welcome.
Is there anything else we didn't touch on that you wanted to touch on? I bet you're probably big in the community.
We are very much. I mean, this is where my family's been. We're third generation here, and my kids are here, and so we're big believers in being part of the community. Because a company can't absorb everything, we just don't have enough dollars to go everywhere. We pick two main charities. We always help the school systems. We like to participate in donating gift certificates to help for their silent auctions or whatever they need, hangers, things like that. But our big charities that we work with each year are Alzheimer's and CHKD.
Okay.
So we believe in giving back.
Two worthy charities, and
yeah.
You know, I'm amazed, not really amazed because, I mean, we do too, but how many businesses support these charities? When I talk to the charities, the businesses is what's keep them in business, really. Right. And so business does a lot of good in this area, whether people really realize it or not. I know it's not headline news, but you know.
Well, we have to take care of our own community. It's being responsible, and we believe that.
Okay, well, communities take care of us. So,
that's right.
That's right. Give a little back. All right. Well, if you have clothes, you probably have an occasion to want to have some dry cleaning done. And you certainly know the name if you've been in this area at all, and now you know the reason. The 23 locations around town, I'm sure there's one close to you. And if you want to contact Jamie, the address, the contact information is at the bottom of this page and at the end of this video. And check out their website, the blog, for the tips and coupons and things, and give them a try. I bet you'd notice the difference. Right? Thank you so much for coming in. I wish you a great deal of success.
Thank
Obviously,
you
you're
for
doing
having
really
me.
good at that.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure being here.
Okay, thank you.